The UN weapons inspectors' work has now finished here in Syria. The last of them were supposed to leave tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, but quite suddenly and with no public explanation, their departure was moved forward to 4 a.m. in just a few hours. Earlier today, activists told us that they were supposed to have visited one of the areas where the chemical attack had occurred, but things suddenly got much too dangerous. Syrian government shells rained down on the rebel-held neighborhood called Moadamia on the southwestern edge of the city. Moadamia was also hit last Wednesday in the alleged chemical attack. Today, it was being pounded by conventional weapons. And yet, not 5 miles away, in Tishreen Park, in the government-controlled heart of Damascus, the rituals of life continued on a late summer afternoon. After dark, as so many Syrian children have told me over the past year, they suffer terrible nightmares brought on by the violence all around them. But here, today, in the sunshine, they're not thinking about the war. Their parents are, though, worried as much about another chemical attack as about an American strike. Amal Akawi says the fear is keeping her awake. I hear many countries will attack us, she says. It's terrifying. Ines Al-Chair, who was too nervous to show her face on camera, told me one of the worst things now is feeling helpless. What would you say to the American people?
End this with the least amount of damage and death possible.
It's a war with seemingly no end. Elizabeth, I wonder, what have the Syrians said about the charges of the Obama administration?
Well, we have had reaction tonight, but at a time when a scarred and traumatized people are looking to their leaders for some direction and reassurance, not one Syrian politician appeared on television. Instead, we got a written statement from the foreign minister, Walid Muallim, who basically said that Secretary Kerry's had failed to offer any proof the Syrian government had carried out a chemical attack, and warned that this was a prelude to an aggression which would result in hundreds of innocent victims, and the U.S. would be responsible.
Elizabeth Palmer in Damascus.